This Sunday marks 5 years since the world lost one of its brightest stars. Robin Williams was more than a brilliant actor. He was more than a comic genius. He was more than a tortured soul. He was all of those things and so much more. Thankfully, we have many hours of film, television and stage appearances to remember him by, and that's exactly what we want to do this morning. Remember the good times as we salute the stand-up turned superstar, Mr. Robin Williams.
Hello! Good morning, Vietnam!
Robin Williams sure knew how to make an entrance.
I am Mork from Mork. Nanu nanu.
He burst onto our television screens in the late 70s as the alien Mork in the Happy Days spin-off Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy almost overnight turned Robin Williams into a star.
It wasn't long before the world and Australia fell in love with this man whose talent and humour was so entertaining, so spot on, that it seemed as if it was from another planet.
This is interviewer hell. Welcome back. It's never going to stop.
If the small screen was his stage, the big screen was Robin Williams' grand auditorium. Made more than 60 films.
You know what my happy thought was? It was you.
Playing roles that warmed our heart and enriched our soul. He took on serious roles that became masterpieces.
You don't know about real loss, because that only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself. I doubt you've ever dared to love anybody that much.
And made films for all ages.
Baby penguin, cute but ruthless.
There were the funny movies.
Hey, boss, give it a chance. She's gonna loosen up any moment.
And the movies where we didn't even need to see him to know he was there.
Caesar salad.
At two protect? Nope. Aha. To make a prince.
His laughter was infectious. Audiences around the world adored him.
Great improviser, a great stand-up comic, and a really good actor. Robin Williams was this rare triple threat. He could deliver on all three.
Early in life, did you have a fear of abandonment?
Oh, yeah. It's a primal fear for any child, and it dictates a lot of how you deal with life.
Like so many great minds, Robin's was a troubled one. He spent years abusing drugs and alcohol, and Robin suffered from depression. The death of his close friend John Belushi and the birth of his first son, Zach, prompted Robin to sober up.
There you are. You become a reformed alcoholic. You've got a steaming glass of Perrier going, I feel so much better about myself.
In 2003, he started drinking again while working on a film in Alaska. A year later, admitting himself into a rehab clinic. In true Robin Williams style, though, there was always a joke to be had.
It's always good to go to a rehab in the middle of wine country. This might be the one time I'm speechless.
For all the bad times, there were many more good ones. Awards and accolades seemingly coming easy for Robin. But he never forgot giving was more important than receiving.
We want you to pick up that phone and call us at the number that's dancing above my waist right now.
I hate to have to report this. The breaking news just into CNN is that actor Robin Williams is dead at the age of 63 from an apparent suicide.
I think Hollywood and the world was stunned by the death of Robin Williams, and most particularly upon learning it was a death by his own hand.
Special song going out to you right now.
I think Robin Williams is more remembered for how he lived than the circumstances of his death.
Why can't we treat death with a certain amount of humanity and dignity and decency and, God forbid, maybe even humor?
A life spent making us happy.
Don't be afraid. Come on in.
A legacy of laughter. One of the most talented entertainers that ever lived.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you, Mr. Williams, for making our world a whole lot more wonderful.
Wow.
yeah.
And just a quick note, if you're struggling, you can call Lifeline on 13 11 14. He was such an amazing talent, wasn't he?
Look, he certainly was. I had the pleasure, the honour of interviewing him a few times. I remember it was always just a wild ride. I remember him coming on the Today Show once, and he was in the other studio, and he took one look. He said, "Oh, it's a bit boring in here." He said, "Can we go somewhere else?" And I said, "Sure." So we went down to the canteen, the bistro, just with one camera. And he just went crazy. Everybody who came in, he was just on fire, just brilliant. Just his brain was just like a hyperspace. It was just incredible to watch. And
Amazing to see.
yeah, 5 years since we lost one of the greats.